said we'd come back after the break.
Yeah, we ain't gonna leave you guys. Like, you know what I'm trying to say, cold.
Nah.
Nah.
Even though JC did try, he was like,
no, I'm out.
one y'all.
That's scary. Oh, I was like, did you drop out his chair though? Oh yeah, I got a story for you guys watching. Medusa statue at Weinstein's court angers rape survivors.
Sorry.
So they're saying that this is like wrongly cast victims of sexual violence as aggressors, because it's got like a severed head of, who is it?
He's the he's the head though.
Is
it Weinstein?
Perseus. Yeah, Perseus.
That's what, that Greek god, right?
Yeah.
The one of water, or what is it? I don't know.
One of them, them Greek guys.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So what's that got to do with Weinstein then? Like, you know
I
what I mean?
don't
What's that got to do with
know.
Weinstein?
So, yeah, why did they put this up as well? Like, I'm so
I don't
confused.
know. I can understand why rape survivors are kind of like, that's a bit. I don't even know if it makes them seem aggressors. It's like, why are they Medusas? Like,
yeah, Medusa's
like,
evil.
Medusa
Yeah.
is evil, turns men to stone, and you're trying to say women that are victims of this are like Medusas? I don't understand. Like, how's this woman
Man, I'm just done with all this, yeah. But they needed to find a better statue to represent whatever they were doing. Maybe like Weinstein being roasted on a Spitfire or something. Like that would
They
be.
went biblical, though.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? It's something like that. They went biblical with it.
They really did. Like what
They
the
went with
heck?
their history and stuff. I mean, good on you, America, innit? Like, that's on you. That's on you, man.
Not in UK.
Yeah, we don't
need a statue.
You see what we did to Winston Churchill's statue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We play it differently here. You know what I mean?
We don't play. We don't run.
I mean, we don't play it. Yeah, we just definitely don't play.
Good. Okay. Well. Yeah. Okay. What stories you got for us?
McDonald's joins forces with Marcus Rushford to offer 1 million free meals for families. He's also joined forces with local businesses in certain areas because they've decided to get rid of free school meals. Is this in lunch or during the half term? That's what I wanted to figure out.
I was told that it's gonna be for the whole, like
the whole year.
Yeah, that's what I was told.
What? I was told they need the holidays. That's why I was like. But even still, like, kids need to eat so that when they go home and get starved. I don't know, this whole thing is ridiculous.
It's a sticky situation. Imagine that's happening, and a footballer who represents England, the England football team, national football team, is helping. Like,
they're helping, yeah. And McDonald's as well.
He doesn't. I don't know if he has an MBE. You know what an MBE is, right?
Yeah, I think he was he not given one this year?
He was.
Yeah.
He
We
was.
talked about this.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Who? Marcus Rashford.
Marcus Rashford, he wasn't he?
Yeah.
So what? And the government are trying to what? Not give food to people, but he's giving food. This is weird. This is a mad distraction. It
is a distraction. All of this is a distraction.
You think?
Yeah, of course it is. Like,
what's this lunchtime? Yeah, I guess.
What the hell?
So with families that can't afford food outside of schools, I don't know if it's for schools, but apparently maybe it is. But obviously, like most parents, like a lot of these parents can't afford to feed their children, so they're given a free meal. So they're guaranteed at least one meal that day, so no child is starving. But the government have deemed it unworthy.
Oh, my day, you're a joker.
The government have deemed it not worthy enough. They're like, oh, it's not needed, it's not essential enough. However, they've given themselves all £3,000 bonuses, and that's what we need to just change. We need to get these guys out. They're all corrupted, and I'm tired of them.
I'm tired of it.
I'm tired of it as well, man.
That's just showing their true colours, not even distracting me. It's just like, what are you guys playing at?
It's the fact that in the media you don't really see these stories unless you're looking like on Instagram and stuff like that
Yeah.
for stories for like, you know, UK gossip and stuff like that. They actually they actually tell you about these things. But you go onto Daily Mail and other such things, are they going to be talking about this? No, they tried to make sure we're not looking this way.
Yeah,
because it keeps
that
the rich
do matter. Yeah, that's why I say sign the petition on True Dads.
Sign it.
Yeah, sign it, please. It's very, very helpful.
Parental rights matter.
Yeah,
alright,
of course.
Young Philly tweets, I suffer with anxiety. I'm about to start therapy. To a lot of you, I'm the most confident guy ever. Don't judge a book by its cover. So what I was thinking is, a lot of men have started coming forward and talking about it, because mental health, especially with men, was such a huge taboo. What has changed, and why are so many men now finding it more acceptable and not easier, but they're able to step forward more now?
Social media.
Yeah.
In social media.
Yeah.
I think they've made more steps, like documentaries and things like that.
Yeah.
Like BBC, I think they've done one.
Yeah.
I think they are showing it more in shows and things, like TV shows as well with men.
And I think it's a good thing.
Amazing.
I think it's quite good. I see this post by some silly lady here, some silly girl here, and the post must have said this, yeah. Now, I'm not even gonna like bait up her name or anything, but the post must have said something like, "I don't want to hear men talk about their problems. It's just feminine and bitchy to me. If you wanna go ahead and talk about your problems, go ahead and see a counsellor or something. I don't need my man coming here bitching and crying and complaining to my."
Showing you know, man.
And
He needs therapy.
So I looked at all the comments, and boy, there was so much slack from men and women. Like, you get me.
But
I was quite surprised. There was loads, yeah. There was loads that were agreeing with her, yeah, and there was loads that weren't agreeing with her, and she just wasn't taking off an answer. Like she was getting rude. Like she was getting rude. Like she was getting rude to the man them, rude to the girls that was also defending the thing, and everyone was like, "Oh, you're just some cold-hearted bitch." Like that was the only thing that resulted to it. And I remember just reading these comments, thinking, "Raw, like that's just a bit mad. Like, is that how you actually think? Like, raw, like."
Do they not realise how detrimental, like they've been given like a platform and this is how they choose to speak, what they think. That's what I mean with freedom of speech, is that we are just letting a lot of idiots that are saying things just because they get controversy. People coming to their page to argue, so they're getting more hits. But why are we allowing this at this point now? I'm just so fed up with saying, oh, freedom of speech. Freedom of speech.
When they allow some people's speech to be louder than others.
Yeah, because imagine you're sitting at home going, oh, I'm finally ready to talk to my family about all this, and then you look at this and then you're like, you know what, never mind, I'll never speak my mind again.
Yeah,
it's so dangerous.
Yeah, and that's how people end up getting like suicidal and shit. More men kill each other every year than women.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
They're more successful rate as well.
That's a fact. And I'll keep it raw with you, yeah? Like, men's feelings always get shunned, innit? Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? Like, and, like,
so
we get taken for dickheads.
You're told you're not allowed to express yourselves.
Yeah.
Like, women and men, I think we've all got different struggles, a lot similar struggles, but it's how it's viewed.
Yeah.
Like,
I think we're so busy listening to like these influencers and things like that, we don't like listen to each other, like the people closest to us, or find out how their days
actual humans.
Yeah, actual people around you. Like, we're so divided with our technology, distracted.
I agree. I feel like, especially UK influencers, I feel like we need to do better. This country has a problem with ageism. Like, every time I'm looking at the comments, I'm like, at your big age, you're a big man. You gotta look after your kids. At your big age, you're a big 26-year-old man. You're a big 30-year-old lady. Like, why are you always like? Do you know what I'm trying to say? You're always trying to. I don't get it. I don't understand.
So I can't be fussed with social media.
I don't understand. Yeah, I don't really understand that whole narrative. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't get these influencers that do that, and I think you're not even nice. Like, you're not even nice.
Facts.
Like, you're not even nice.
Facts.
Like, do you know what I'm saying? Behind that whole makeup thing, like, you're
not
a nice person. Exactly. You might have a pretty face, or your heart is a bit cold. Like, you might be a handsome man. Do you know what I'm saying? But you're soulless, G. You know what I'm trying to say? You don't have no sort of humanity. You get me? You're just out here doing what? Judging other people. Usually, those people who do that are usually the case of just yes people. They're just yes men and women. You understand what I'm trying to say to you? Like, and these are the people that are representing the UK, and these are the same people that the youngsters are looking up to. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you?
And trying to act like that.
And trying to be like these people.
Like,
you understand what I'm saying?
And all this. I hate it so much. The young people nowadays, literally.
So really and truly, we've kind of got to blame the people that we look up to. We got to blame the people that we look up to. Yeah, we might be fascinated by, you know, what they do, their talents and stuff, but most of these influencers don't even have talent. I mean, like I said before, what do they stand for?
They were on a TV show, basically.
Literally, like, they just chat a load of nonsense. And
that was interesting when you said that.
Just keeping it real.
When you said that,
WAP, so
whack.
When he said about this part, what it reminded me of, you know, when Rihanna said, when people were like giving Rihanna like a big hard time saying, and then she turned around and said, well, I'm not a role model, I'm not here to be a role model, I'm here to live my own life.
Yeah.
But the thing is that you've been given such an important job and in such an important platform. If you want to live that kind of life, you should be speaking. Like, you keep it to yourself. Don't speak on it. You can't say, well, I'm living my life, blah, blah, blah. No, because you're in a very important role. And you can't say, it's like,
I mean, this is the same girl that went to go visit Obama or something when he was in power, I swear. She just went to his house.
Rihanna.
Yeah, like they hang out with
everyone in the house.
They hang out with the presidents and stuff, and she's like, I'm not a role model.
Obama.
Like, that doesn't make sense.
I agree, man. Don't be talking about, like, if you're gonna do that, yeah, then don't talk about. I keep it real, yeah. If you're gonna, I don't know, man. I mean, are we allowed to be hypocrites? That's another question.
That is true.
Are we allowed to be
very
hypocrites?
true. Very
like,
true.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I mean? Are we allowed to be hypocrites? Because
we got a mic,
like, you know what I mean? Like, we're human beings. We are human beings at the end of the day.
We're all flawed.
But if you're a public figure and you're representing a certain type of thing, I don't know, maybe you should tone it down with certain things. Maybe you should tone it down. I mean, I'll be wrong if I said I never tone shit down. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm a very controversial guy. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's because you have a heart, though. Some of these people are just in it for, like, they
money.
just do what, for money.
Yeah, of
Literally,
course.
that's all they think about.
But I'm not here to populate the youth, though. And some people, I'm not here to, like, just mess up the youth. Like, I'm not here to mess up the youth. Yeah, alright, cool. If I'm like writing about something, if I'm writing about something that might be against the total norm or something like that, I'm not out here with the intentions of telling these kids, you know what, do what I said in these lyrics. I'm not with that intention. There's always a hidden agenda behind what I'm trying to show you. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
That's what I never understood, is that when you're talking about your life and what you've had to go through, these kids are choosing to do these things. If you're in a rich household, you got your mum and dad both at home, and you're like, I don't want to be like that. You're a spoiled brat. Like you need to understand that people are having to do this just to survive, just to live, just to breathe, just to eat. You never had to do this, so go back home, Tommy. You got no reason to be on the streets, man.
Trust me, man. James from Doncaster. Like, me, what you doing? Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? James from Doncaster.
What are you doing?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? What you doing?
Bad
what I'm saying. But I don't know. Yeah, maybe we should take accountability of what we say publicly. Alright, you know what? If it's a music thing, let it be music. Do you understand? Music is just
art.
It's art. It's art. So you can never differentiate. It'll be wrong for you to differentiate somebody's art from real life. You understand what I'm trying to say to you? So don't ever get the music thing twisted with what that person really represents in real life or what he does in his everyday basis. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Precise.
But
he's telling a story at the end of the day.
Yeah. So that's completely different. Don't ever take that away from that. But as you as a person, you going out, you know, saying what you say and you abiding by what you say, I think you should really be careful with your words. That's a power. There's a power behind that. There's
power behind words. Speaking, your voice.
Yeah, like, I mean, we all do it, but
speak,
we make mistakes when we say things, but I feel like there is an agenda sometimes with these influencers, definitely.
Of course there's an agenda. What's scary is that we don't know what the agenda is, so we're constantly going, blah, 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 but I don't know, it's just very toxic. It's so toxic.
That's the perfect word, toxic.
Now kids are getting bullied for not having like the right trainers. You know, growing up, you could get away with it.
I used to get hella away with like high techs and stuff, like Reeboks and everything.
I didn't have none of that. I went to school wearing plimsolls once, before plimsolls was cool. This is before plimsolls was cool, and they slated me. A year later, that's when everyone else started wearing plimsolls, and I swear to you, I sat there.
They remind me about school uniform. Remember when I had that long skirt?
Oh my gosh.
I had some long pleated skirt I used to wear. Because when I changed, I was from a girls' school, so I changed to this like mixed boys and girls' school.
Then I'd ask them, why don't you roll your skirt up?
Yeah, they were like, what's up with your skirt?
She come in
and I had a briefcase. My mom gave me a briefcase, like pen 15, like just take about.
You've been a nun from early. Simples, but
no, her skirt got short a few years later, but
turned a bit slutty.
I wore trousers, I think, later, didn't I?
I wore trousers later. Oh my god,
It's
that's
like,
hilarious.
wow,
I forgot
we
about
did not
that.
care. I'm kids now, like, this is crazy. We used to be actual kids and not care about it.
Yeah.
14-year-olds
Innocent, actually
don't look.
innocent. Now
That's
it's
some
like weird.
14-year-olds don't even look like 14-year-olds no more.
It's like got all the makeup.
Even the males as well. Like even the males, they're looking big. I don't know what they're eating. I don't know what they're putting in their food and that. But trust me, like, it's a bit mad.
They're trying to act like grown ups.
Yeah.
Not even grown ups, like these influencers basically.
That's the problem of cuties. They're trying to say that, oh no, we're not trying to normalize it. We're trying to show you that there's
trying
a
to bring
problem.
it to a younger age.
They should have, but they should have really had adults playing the kids. If
Obviously,
you get it.
obviously.
So you can understand. That's even more symbolic. Like the fact that the adults trying to be.
They could be pretending to be like 11 years old, and then that would have worked. But no, they wanted to use actual children.
Let's mess up these kids, these actual kids. Like
make them twerk on the floor.
Do this for their money, please. Yeah. Well, they're doing this for money essentially. They are teaching these kids, the kids that are actually acting in this.
Those kids are probably part of an abusive home or something. The ones that acted in that. That is not right. What kind of parent signs your kid up for that?
Wouldn't surprise me. What's the next?
So, say you get into a new relationship. I've got a relationship question now, okay? I think it's our time for love time, okay? So you get into a new relationship and your partner tells you that they're uncomfortable with you hanging out with your friends of the opposite sex. What do you do? Do you think that's more insecurity on their part, or do you think they're sometimes right to be insecure because in this day and age everyone's constantly cheating all the time? But at the same time, especially if you've got childhood friends and you're being told to cut it for your relationship, what do you make of that?
Yeah, it is an insecurity.
It is. Massively.
Yeah, it is an insecurity, definitely. But it depends on the dynamic between you and your bedroom.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say to you? I mean, if you're really comfortable with showing your bedroom, I mean, to be honest with you, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't feel no type of way if like my girl went ahead and said something like, yeah, you know what, I don't really feel comfortable with
it's a
you.
red flag. Like, if that's the insecurity, that's going to be insecurity through the whole relationship. I'm saying that's a red flag immediately, number one, okay? But
I'll test the waters though.
You test
I'll test the waters. And I'll test the waters. You're right, it is a red flag. That's just a sign of insecurity. It's a sign of, if I go somewhere for 2 days and I know I'm on some business trip, are you just going to be out here just
bringing up your phone,
bringing up on my phone, where am I constantly 24/7? It definitely is. But me, I wouldn't just, me personally, because I wouldn't just go ahead and cut it off. Like, I would test the waters, and what I mean by that, I wouldn't. I'll be like, alright, cool. You know what? I'm not gonna cut my friend that I've known for a long time.
Precisely, if there's someone new, yeah.
But I will get you introduced. I'll introduce you to her.
I think
I'll introduce you to her.
If your friend of the opposite sex knows about boundaries, there should be no issue. If that's a boundary thing, you guys, I agree with you.
Yeah,
I think you can trust. You should be able to trust the person you're with.
Regardless.
But it's like you
In this
never
day and age,
like.
it's hard.
Sometimes it can be a bit suspicious. It depends what the dynamics of them and the friends are, or how many guys or what's going on.
The fact we've got so many dating apps out there, it's so easily accessible. Like, it's just too much. I think it's too much. I don't know, man.
We live in an age where it's promoted so much cheating that it's hard to trust another person.
Of course, hence why I'm not even in no relationship or nothing like that. You know what I'm trying to say? But even so, like more the case, I'm more just focused on myself and that. Like, you get me? But like, you know, focus on myself, just focus on my grind and that. But yeah, you're right. They promote.
They promote it. Remember Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie and all that, and they had to what was it? Left Jennifer for Angela, and then they got on the movie Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and they hyped them up and it's just like poor Jenny, like on the magazines, like poor Jenny's all alone, like
it's mad.
I was just like, what?
It's mad, but yeah, it is a red card, but like
red card.
But you have to. I don't know. It depends.
It depends on the situation.
Yeah, it does.
Of course.
I've got another story for you guys. Instagram refuses to remove black art depicting severed heads of white people, citing differences of expression.
Yeah, of course they would.
Have you seen this?
No. But to be honest with you, it doesn't. That doesn't even surprise me. Like, it don't even surprise me they do that. Like, you could happily post a picture of someone from back in the day, getting hanged, black man getting hanged.
True.
And it would
American history, X
American history and all of that stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely someone's
KKK,
head.
all the extremists, yeah, all the KKK is actually an extremist Christianity group.
There we go. Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah.
But are
you
they
can't-
really though? I heard they're Freemasons.
Listen, Freemasons,
in religion.
but they cover it up with Jesus though, don't they?
Yeah,
Always
they
cover
do,
that
yeah.
Freemasons with Jesus and all that. Do you get where I'm coming from?
I
So
don't know if Freemasons believe in Jesus.
come on, man, you like.
They don't.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure they do. I'm sure they believe
No,
in
they
Jesus.
don't.
No,
No,
they
they
don't.
believe you shouldn't be in part of any religion. Like you can be a Christian if you want and join, but they believe that
You shouldn't.
it's like a brotherhood more than a
That's what I thought.
Right.
Yeah.
higher power sort of thing.
Right.
But even with the Freemason thing, like it's kind of like a coven, so to say, and like
Well,
even with the KKK thing, they got like the Grand Dragon, the Wizard guy, or was it some Wizard guy or something? They got weird names. Like it's just kind of obvious they're not. Like,
they're part of each other.
Yeah,
man. I
yeah.
don't care what. I don't
They're
care if they're
definitely
not part of.
insane.
They're not religion or not. You see, KKK, yeah. KKK is a religious extremist group, which is what Christianity, yeah, whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
And they are there to do what? Kill black people.
Yeah.
Because they believe that Jesus was what. I don't even care what their beliefs is. It's just
Doesn't even
stupid.
make sense. Yeah.
It don't make sense at all. And Freemasons don't care about black people, bruv. Like
Yeah.
you gotta have guap, bruv. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So, and these people are funding people like that. So when you put two twos together, like is it about right or wrong, Jesus Christ or not? Nah, it's just they just using that
As a cover.
cover up to.
Wolves in sheep's clothing.
So, come on.
I meant to say that.
Well done.
I wanted to say that last
Right.
week, but I
Guess what
said
we are?
sheep's and wolves.
And guess what we are? We're a bucket, yeah.
like
We're,
that.
and guess what we are? We're a crabs. We're crabs in a bucket.
Yeah, on my days,
There
black
is-
people
there-
especially.
Exactly. There's all a load of us, yeah, and we're all zombies, yeah, but there's only a few of us. There's a few human beings, yeah, in this crab, I put it like this. There's a bucket, and there's all of us in this bucket, yeah.
Yeah.
So all of us in this bucket, and all of us are all in the same shit, but there's only a few crabs that's not on the same shit.
Like I'm getting out of this bucket.
I'm getting out this bucket. If I carry on right now, I'm gonna be sucked in.
Yeah, he's gonna be
Yeah,
trampled by the other crowd.
Do you get where I'm coming from? So that's how it is. That's just the state that we're living in right now. Unfortunately, black people. I always have to reference black people because it always starts from that in it. Like, I don't know.
And
It
the
always
first to be picked on, of course. Like,
Unfortunately, who do we worship? We worship the white Christ. And who are the people that don't agree with us at all and who believe that they're doing this for the love of God? The KKKs. And we're worshipping what? The white Christ. You see, this is all linked.
Yeah.
For us, what? Total destruction. Only a few people in a crabs know this. Do you understand what I'm saying? I know.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry for the speeches and that.
no, that was good.
But that's just how it goes. It doesn't.
powerful.
That don't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me.
That they've done
We
that.
should. The only thing we should not do is give that attention. We shouldn't give that shit
Thank
attention.
you. Because
Literally.
a lot of people in the comments on this photo as well were just like, this is just divide and conquer. The whole story, all of it is just divide and conquer. And it's so obvious. And I think it's kind of rude about the black people too, because why are the black women so fat? Like, have you seen the picture? Like, look at this.
No, how does it look like?
Like, the girl's got a hairnet on and she's holding like 7
Oh, you mean that? That's a Jewish.
I'm like, why?
What is that?
Supposed to be
Is that what colour is that? Supposed to be a white person or a black person?
They're holding white people's severed heads and it's two black women. But why are they like that?
And it made them
In
look like they're
knickers.
covered in stuff.
Like the knickers are like going up their
And that's supposed to be a black person.
Yeah. So I'm kind of like, it's insulting. Like,
Is that bonnet
Let
they've
me
got
tell
on
you
her head?
something.
She's got a
You know
bonnet
what?
on
You
her
see, history has a way of repeating itself. You see that picture over there that you just shown? That picture's been like that for years. There's pictures of basically slavery
Yeah.
when they wanted to buy slaves and stuff, they would look for the strongest black man,
And the strongest woman, yeah. And then breed them, yeah.
And when they used to fetish over, slave owners used to fetish over women who look like that, who
Big
naturally
breeds, yeah.
had all of that stuff. So all of that stuff, that's not surprising. That's been going on for years. It's just history has.
You don't
it
think
is
it's a bit
racist.
of an insult?
It is an insult.
It is
Oh, I
It
think
is
it's a bit of an
racist.
insult to black women.
It is racist, yeah,
Yeah.
because that's what It is racist.
It is.
This is not surprising. This ain't. This
But
just
you know what gets me?
This is
Wiley
business.
update. Wiley update. How come this doesn't get removed off Instagram, but Wiley straight away?
Because white people.
These aren't
Because people run that. They run this. We don't run nothing. I'm sorry, but we
Especially
don't.
people that own social media.
So
We
racism's
don't run
allowed to
nothing.
run riot all over social platforms.
Yes.
Yes.
Wiley,
This.
you can't say something
Precisely.
about it. Okay.
That's why we're upset.
Everything's run by them. We can't do nothing about it. Like, I'm not trying to get at. Like, we can't do nothing about that. Like, you
Kate
can't.
Hopkins
Yeah,
only
sure.
doing
Sorry,
something
we can't.
kind of about her now is because everyone's gone, wait, what, why, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But
We can't do nothing. Unfortunately, we can't do nothing. We don't
own it.
We don't own it. We don't
They don't own anything in
Own
nothing.
those platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
We
true.
don't own anything.
They
Like,
own the media.
they
They
own-
own...
You know what, we don't even know. They own our products. They own everything.
There we go.
So,
You seen these silk freaking
Like-
do-rags that they're trying to sell for £99?
Silk do-rags.
like, get me.
Oh
We go
my
we go to the
That's so
shops
rude.
and we buy from people that's not of our colour. We
Nothing
don't
to
own
help
nothing.
build up our.
Nothing to help it. Listen,
Yeah.
you girls get your wigs and your weaves from people who are not of our colour. They don't know
This is
anything
my-
about us. I'm sorry, but it's just the truth.
Exposed.
It's just the truth. I don't get nothing from them. This is nothing I own is from my peoples. And I don't own nothing. Like I don't. What do I own? I don't own nothing. Get me? Most of these influencers don't own anything. And if they do own anything, it's because it's owned by
Someone higher up.
somebody
Yeah,
else.
that's
So
true.
that's it. That's just what it is. It's just like, you get me?
Talking on that, I've got another story. Kanye West spent $3 million on his own money, on his presidential campaign last month.
That's a G.
What do you think on that?
Like, what, waste of money?
I mean, he's a G. He is a waste of money. I mean, he is a waste of money, but I mean, boy.
He went to Joe Rogan's podcast as well. I watched that. It's quite
Yeah, I
interesting.
see a bit of it still. It's quite interesting, but
He was just talking about how like the media portrayed him in a different way than what was true and all this stuff, and I was like, he's right. And I was like, maybe Wiley kind of dodged a bullet here by being removed from social platforms because they
Yeah.
want to drag you down. If you
Nah,
say
it's not dodging
We-
his bullet, but... Because that's stopping his money. You have to remember that too.
we'll have to find another way.
nah, but
How?
he possibly can't get a 9 to 5, like even if
Really?
yeah, because that's racial discrimination. That's a big thing. That's a big thing.
Everyone's gonna know who
Everyone's gonna know him for what he said about Jewish people, and they. Wait, listen.
Well,
It is
Black
what it is,
Corporation maybe taking what? Yeah.
There's only a few.
I think they're gonna let that happen.
Number
And then
one.
loads of people will boycott them.
Number-
So no one will touch him.
Not only that, it's this black corporation run by those who, you know what I'm
It's not
saying?
even run by loads of
Do you know?
these-
Yeah. There's a lot of factors to this. Kanye West is American as well, and the thing about America, yeah,
They love their
Yes.
freedom of speech.
they love their freedom of speech.
Yeah.
Regardless of if they do get shut down, they'll let their freedom of speech run and continue because that place is just about controversy. They feed off entertainment. That's them. This country, we're just a bunch of sheeps. We're all sheeps. Wiley, it's a fact though. I'm not out here trying to pinpoint. Like, I'm not trying to sugarcoat nothing in it. We're just a bunch of sheeps. My man goes ahead. Someone who created Graham goes ahead, speaks about this thing, and I don't even think it's that deep. You know, I'm not even gonna lie. It's like.
It's not.
It's like saying that, you know, Daniel, you're black. Well, you're black, bro. You are black, fam. That's just what it is.
I think the thing that triggers
Like, you
them
get
a lot is like saying that black people are the Jews. They don't like that for some reason. Well, I know why, but yeah, there's a deeper reason why they don't like that.
But you know what? That's the thing, though. But it's fact. So even if everybody knows that black people are Jews, black people mentally ain't gonna be like, oh my god, we're the Jews. Let's go ahead and start fighting these people as soon as possible and punch these lot
I know what
up.
they're
Like,
thinking.
They're not. Listen, you can't. History, their histories, that's for years. That's before we were born. Our parents were born. Our great grandparents were born. That's just been going on. Do you get me? So I don't know why they're afraid. They shouldn't be afraid. I don't.
I think
see
it's
that,
just a
like,
fight of controlling the narrative of the truth of a lot of these things, especially like social media and things like that. Like they don't want too much to come out. They want to control it.
You know, if there was a lot of us, we can like destroy
There is a lot
everything.
of us. Just people are busy working.
Crabs in a bucket. Well,
Crabs in the bucket.
That's
yeah.
it. That's it. So
Do you think Kanye will maybe actually be able to run for president, like
Maybe.
and actually win?
and if
Because he speaks a lot of like he's out But the thing is, he's too like now he's a bit apologetic. But I feel like if he says unapologetically, like praising God and things like that, maybe you have a chance. But I don't know.
They're really, really not gonna. I don't ever see him getting elected.
I mean, I don't
Like,
know,
ever.
But anything's possible. If Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Terminator guy, could go ahead and be the governor of California, if Donald Trump, the billionaire, honestly, Donald Trump, that shocked me. Like, you forget, that shocked me. Like, Donald Trump, you know who Donald Trump is? Donald Trump doesn't know nothing about politics, mate.
Same with George Bush.
They don't know, same thing as him.
Literally.
They don't know nothing about
Maybe it's
politics.
because he's
It's
black, so
business.
many people are like, oh, there's no way he'll do it.
No,
there's
but
way.
There's
Barack
loads
Obama.
of things.
Yeah, but that's
Kofi
one
Annan-
guy, like
Alright,
literally.
Kofi Annan, he was a senator. I mean, he wasn't a like president, but like it was a senator. You had Jesse Jackson of the 80s and the 90s.
Yeah, I remember
He
Jesse
was
Jackson.
he was elected for president. You know what I mean? I mean, he didn't get it, but he was elected. Like anything's possible. It's America. Anything happens in America. You could do anything in America and get away with it. Honestly.
We never know. Watch out and see what happens with Kanye.
Keep peeled for next week.
Yeah, Kanye updates.
Oh, your story, man. Your story.
Oh yeah, your story, JC.
So basically, guys, ladies and gentlemen, true D.A.T fans, I was on UK Gossip and there was a news that came up that this man has been arrested for 3 years for having sexual intercourse with a chicken while his wife recorded it, aka rape.
He raped it. What I wanted to know, why was she recording? Are they trying to make profits from it, or was she just come home from work and go, what? And then record it.
No, I
So
would
she could put it in the group chat going, you never guess what this prick's doing now.
I want to know if the chicken went to court. Like, where did you touch you? Like,
Nah, that chicken. What the cluck? What the cluck? Now honestly, yeah, I think that's a bit mad. I think that's crazy. You know what? Listen, I shed my laughter. When I saw it, I couldn't stop laughing. Like, I was crying. Honestly, I was absolutely crying. First things first, I would like to say that bestiality is wrong. And
It is.
Yeah.
honestly, that man should be ashamed of yourself. Honestly, you're
That poor chicken.
you're a fool. You deserve to definitely have something
3
bad to
years.
you in jail. You
Now your
definitely-
photos all over the internet.
I don't even care. And what are you even gonna say when you're in jail? Like
Why
what
are
was
you
you in jail
here?
for,
I fell. My dick landed in the chicken.
You murdered
the
that
chicken did it to me. Like,
You murdered that chicken.
He wanted it.
Do you know what that penis, yeah? The penis of the probably came out of that chicken's eyeball, bruv. Because of the fact that you've gone ahead and just decided to be a sick nonce.
So
A sick
that's
nonce.
so weird. It's like that man that had that.
what do you mean it went out of his eyeball?
Because it's too
small.
Which is your intestines. Like if you were to put
Oh.
something huge into you, that's how many people get murdered. Not murdered.
Chicken's definitely
died.
dead.
It's definitely dead.
Oh,
He
that
definitely
chicken's
paralysed that
definitely-
first
he
before
paralysed
he had to.
That is horrible.
Have you ever tried to hold a chicken? You can't really hold it.
You can't really hold it. That's
Yeah.
why you tie it up. Like, I don't know. Like, have you ever slayed a chicken?
I've watched one being slayed in
You
Zimbabwe.
gotta tie it up because
Yeah.
trust me, them chickens they're strong. You know?
They're fast as
They're
well.
fast and they're strong. Yeah.
Who would think I'd do that with a chicken, man?
That man
guy's
did.
sick.
And they ain't even good looking either. Like, you know what I mean?
You're the guy.
They're the
They're
chickens.
chickens.
Yeah, they got the goo with it.
One thing is, I don't know if it was a male or a female.
That's what I'm
one thing.
saying. Supposedly, both chickens have holes.
No, it's obviously
And they
it's
rub
a
their
chicken
holes
female because the male chickens are called roosters.
Yeah, I'm saying
Yeah.
the male has a hole and they rub their holes together.
Yeah, I've never actually thought, but I thought that it was just like a flower.
So I'm like,
When it
mate,
just
I
lays
don't
the
know.
egg and
Let me
then
search
the
it. Let me
chicken
search
comes
something
and
from
sits
right.
on top
That's
of
what.
it.
Yeah,
I thought that's what happened.
Hens, innit?
Oh my gosh.
It's just
I think we
disgusting.
all need to go back to school for like a read, just a little freshen up bit, like.
But you learn them things in science, innit?
Science, yeah,
innit?
biology.
Science, biology. That's it.
I didn't learn about how chickens
No,
fuck.
Ladies
what?
and
The
gentlemen, that man
sperm
should
packet.
be ashamed of himself.
There's a sperm packet that's released by the male. It's taken into the hen's cloaca or vent. Sperm can live in for 2 weeks. I don't know. I swear, like, yeah, I don't know. How do they run the hen claws on the back and mounts them. Anyway, I don't really want to know about chicken patties.
Come on.
I don't think they do have a wiener, like the guys have a wiener, you know.
So how do they even like get pleasure?
They don't get pleasure. Animals don't have
Roosters
sex
do
for
not have
pleasure.
penises, and hens do not have
it's,
vaginas in the
they
same
have
way
to-
mammals
It's
do.
just the animal instincts that they have to reproduce and stuff, and that's why they have mating times. But they don't actually have sex for pleasure. I think it's just us or dolphins.
Just
That
for
is
reproducing, yeah.
Dolphins or stuff like that.
I'd like to raise another one. So a video surfaced of a man who was caught having intercourse with a stallion. And
Was he doing it to him or he was doing it to
the man was
horse?
doing it to the stallion was doing it to the man.
He can die from that. Some
And
guy
he
died.
died,
Yeah.
yeah.
In all
Did
the
you watch it?
intestines. I watched it years ago. It was in this, like
watched it
the
when I was
newspaper.
Why did you guys watch
I
it?
didn't watch it. I
I
read
watched
about
it
it.
when I was
in
like
the-
14
I didn't even
years
watch
old.
Two Girls
You
One
watched
Cup.
it?
Yeah.
Ew.
And listen, it honestly ruined my day. But somebody else
Ruined my day.
It ruined my day.
That ruined my life.
It is
He
very-
died.
The guy died.
Yeah.
Literally in
He
his
fucked up
face.
his internal
That's so
organs.
disgusting.
That's why you can't. That's why grown men get like, when they rape like little kids, it fucks up their internal organs. Some of them die and some of them can't have
Oh,
kids.
mate. Oh,
Yeah.
I would, if only we didn't bring up this story.
I know. Like, what's happening? It's such a dark
Yeah.
time.
Next story, please. Next story.
Yeah.
This is making me cringe.
So bestiality is wrong.
I'm sorry,
guys.
people
Just don't be
watching.
doing that to people.
What happened? What do you think ever happened
It's
to
not
the
good.
girls from Two Girls One Cup? Wonder what they're doing now. I bet you one of them's a mom.
They're probably old now, innit?
They're probably our age.
They're probably rap stars. They're rap
Rap
stars.
stars. Iggy Azalea.
Cardi B.
Probably
Making the standard.
probably at Soho, just doing normal strip club jobs.
Normal strip club
Yeah.
jobs.
Yeah, you're probably escorting right now.
Just
They're
settle
probably
down now.
international. You know what? They're probably
Probably,
billionaires
yeah, that's
right
what I
now.
mean.
What are you talking about? They're probably
Yeah, there's
billionaires.
billionaires are putting into
Viral.
That
that.
went viral as hell.
I still never watched it. I just presumed when someone told me what it was about, I was like, I'm not watching that. I don't think I can unsee that stuff.
You can't.
You can't trust me. Calm down.
Anyway, next story. I already said this already.
Yeah.
Oh, do I have one? I have one. I have one that's interesting. Okay. So they've got an AI Jesus that's coming out. So new AI Jesus can deliver sermons, but will you understand it? What happens when you train a neural network using the King James Bible?
So what's it gonna do? Genesis chapter 1.
They wanted to do
2,
sermons.
and
They want
3.
Christmas to be based around this AI Jesus. They've got
Technology.
mate, what was it?
It's gone too far, man.
It's gone
so
too
far.
They've got robot priests in other countries. So like they got Buddha in China or whatever. And like I don't know if you guys saw this clip of Elon Musk where he said that like AI is like summoning a demon. And I'm just thinking,
I haven't seen this clip. Play this clip. So I mean,
what, him saying this?
I don't
He said
trust
it.
Elon Musk at all. Like, I'm sorry. I know his game. His end game is that we'll all be robots. He probably
Pretty
is
much.
a robot
Pretty much.
that has just assumed someone's identity.
Probably Bill Gates and him just robots.
Yeah, I know.
Imagine. I mean,
Daniel, you're born again Christian, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I
What
literally
would
was
you
not.
do? Would you like ever go to a sermon where this is about, and like what would you do?
To tell you the truth, yeah, I wasn't raised Christian. I've only been Christian for the last 2 years. I've been born again like last year, September.
Yeah.
And like, I've come into Christianity at the weirdest time in history. Like literally, you cannot, like the churches I've been to have not been preaching the gospel. Like I've witnessed like a lot of, I think God showed me a lot of weird things that are going down. And if I saw an AI Jesus, I would run. I would literally run. Like a lot of truth has been exposed to me. And it's like, now I'm reading this and I'm like, this is literally the image of the beast or something. This is, we're living in some weird times. And even the chicken thing, like, I'm sorry, too many things are coming out that I'm just like, okay, wow.
You know, I only go to church when I'm like really like sad, like not sad, but you know when I'm just a bit, I won't say down, but you know when I'm like kind of need a little bit.
You
of
need to,
guidance,
yeah.
just a little bit of guidance. Do you know what I'm saying?
Peace.
A little bit of peace. That's it. That's a good way to put it. And nowadays when I've been going like to church and stuff like that, to those churches and stuff, I've been getting different sermons. So like they would have a scripture or something, right? And the priest, or no, not even the priest, the pastor, right? Is more Pentecostal, if anything,
Yeah.
He would go ahead and he would. It's more good. It's good because nowadays when I go to church, it's not like how it was when I was younger, like. Because I've gone to churches where they've been like, you just shouldn't do this. This is for the devil. This is for that. So
they don't do that now. They would not.
They don't even. They don't do that now. Like honestly, they do not do that now. They say
anything to make you feel good.
That is true.
And I'm not going to lie to you. You know what? But it's good for me. I like that. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like nowadays. I mean, I can't speak for any other churches because I know there's some bookie churches that need to get fucking shut down and slapped and clapped and everything. I'm not joking, but the ones that I've gone to personally, they've been uplifting for man. Like they're talking about in a more spiritual meditation sort of level.
How they can apply it to now this day and age. Like they take the Bible and they apply it. Like, I like those kinds of churches.
You have to find the right church because some can lead you down the wrong direction. It does warn you about that even in the Bible. Like
we're living in different times. Back then, people used to get married back when they were 12 years old. Like these are different times. So we can't really say that the Bible. How can we translate into modern times? Because it's translated for times when there was no phone, there was no this, there was no that, there was no cars.
I think it's literally stayed pretty on point throughout all history, especially the things that it's talking about. Like you see these things happening.
How do you find it in your own life? Is what was the part where people are finding it difficult with, kind of, because in this day and age when everything is just so deemed acceptable, and like especially things that weren't deemed acceptable in the Bible, or the Bible that was made so many years ago. How do you apply it to modern life?
I think the thing that's different about the Bible is like the prophecies as well, and they're pretty on point. And like, looking at this AI Jesus, I'm thinking, I'm ready. Like it's not looking good for the world.
I've been Christian for 2 years, which I'm ready for the world. Then I'm ready for the end.
I'm out.
Come on, man.
Positivity.
It's like it doesn't look like it's going down a good direction. I'm telling you that.
Any more questions?
Oh yeah. Okay. I got one more thing.
Yeah.
Wrap it up. You guys gotta keep saying wrap it up. Like, wow, really good show, guys.
This is the crappiest show ever.
True that, I'm thinking.
Yeah. Listen, what? Nothing in the thing today, no?
No.
You waiting for treats, weren't you?
Yeah, I was actually waiting for some treats.
Oh,
we're back next time, though. Next time.
Week. Yeah, you guys don't know who Joel Osteen is, I don't think.
No.
He's like a mega church guy, prosperity guy. Well, anyway, he's bringing out this Alexa cube that's going to have his voice coming out of it, like,
what?
Hi, guys.
So it's like Alexa?
Yeah.
And where are they going to put it on?
They've got this guy that we don't know voicing it, apparently.
Yeah, it's over. iRobot all over again.
Yeah.
What happened in iRobot?
Oh, you ain't watched it?
I have, but what are you talking about, Alexa, iRobot?
That was a bookie movie. Man. When I actually watched that movie, that came out in 2008. How old would I have been in 2008? 14. Would I have 14? Yeah, I think 14. How am I 14 years old watching all of this intergalactic ocean?
Because we were made to think that this is cool, but they're just showing us the
future. They did not make it so cool. Because Will Smith was definitely not down with the robots.
Yeah, he's the only one.
So why is he always getting it? Yeah, he was the only one that was fighting them. And another thing, why is he always doing all of these sort of robotic, I am a legend, Independence Day?
Because you know what's going to happen.
Because he's knowing what's going on in this flipping system. All of them know.
Either that
like, people are going to be the ones being like, I ain't down for that. Like, it's like the horror films. We ain't going to be checking around the corner to see what that noise was.
That's what I'm saying. He's got an entanglement with them. Like, he's got entanglement with these movies. He's got an entanglement with the New World Order. Live that down,
Don't do the sign.
I'm scared.
Oh, see now.
It's like, watch Will Smith just pop up like
like a genie.
like this.
It's like you summoned me. Like, oh my God, you're scared.
I'm with Jada and Og right now.
Oh my days. Where was this going?
Do you know what? We're all gonna sooner or later, I think they're trying to tell us that we're gonna have robots, like doing
that's
our
what they're
washing, doing our clothes, and everything like that.
And then we're all gonna be so shocked when there's no jobs and we're all poor living on the streets, and then the robots overtake us. Like, why are we trying to make something that's stronger, that has access to the internet, like unlimited information, can make guns and stuff like that?
They're trying to make us die. You're right. You're trying to make us die, and they've got the robots taking over our jobs. Now, what do we need to survive on? We need money, unfortunately. Money is our ritual. Yeah. We all worship something, and what's that? Unfortunately, it's money.
Yeah. Precisely.
It's money, and like we can't even have access to that. So they're making it more harder. Like, you're going to the shops and the tills are doing your shopping.
Precisely. And then bagging alert information. Bagging alert. Did you have this back in the day? No. You didn't. Oh,
you know, this time 10 years ago, I said they can't be serious. Honestly, I was 10 steps ahead. I swear, I was 10 steps ahead. 10 years ago, I was like they're bringing more of these things. You know, it got to the point here where like I knew everything was changing when I left school, and it was like, oh, you can't go to the shops no more and hand out your CVs, you got to apply online. Yeah. And then you're going on there and you're applying online, and look, there's 20 pages and you ain't even going to look at your stuff. It's like, what the hell? And I went 15 minutes, 2 hours. Honestly, your best bet, 2 hours on a good day. And I'm not joking. I'm not joking.
Stupid. Mate.
I think to myself, how did people get jobs in court?
You have to know someone, basically.
Do you think robots are the replacements of people? And do you think this Joel Osteen thing is trying to like detach people from?
I don't know who this guy is.
He is a freaking megachurch guy. Okay.
He's a half lizard, and he's a half.
Yeah, lizard man.
He's a lizard man.
Okay, lizard man, whatever. Do you think like they're gonna be like, we're gonna have robots soon and they're gonna replace people?
That's what they're doing already.
Yeah, I think like whoever.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you know how they say like people get possessed by demons, and like Elon Musk said that like, oh, what's it? AI is like summoning a demon. Do you think like demons won't need people no more and start using robots?
We have to start cutting each other just to check.
What kind of robots?
Each other just to check we haven't been taken.
What?
That was a good question, though.
Yeah. Do you think that?
Nah, man, they're just They're just replacements, man.
They're just gonna replace.
They're just replacements. Yeah, they're just replacements of the devil. Like, yeah, I feel like they're just replacements.
The tools for the devil.
Tools for the devil.
Yeah.
They're giving us tools to destroy us.
Yeah.
Everything, like they're giving everything.
Would you ever get a robot?
No.
No.
I refuse to get one of these Alexa things. I don't even have Siri.
We're getting dumb.
Yeah.
It is.
I've got Alexa though, but I don't have the Alexa. But Alexa's everywhere though. It is scary, but she's everywhere though.
That's what I mean. That's how she gets you, that she's everywhere. Well, everyone claims that she's everywhere, but so then everyone's like, oh, well, everyone's got it.
Stop talking about it like that. Stop talking about that. That reminds me of iRobot Vicky. Like, why are you talking about it? Like, Alexa's everywhere and all this. Like,
no, but she is though. Like on my tablet.
You acting like it's a thing. It's an actual thing that's existing now. It's like,
it does.
That's so creepy. I'm scared.
It exists.
People don't even turn off their light bulbs anymore. They just go, Alexa, turn off the light, and then they turn it off. Come on, man. How?
Mate, watch when she controls everything, even our phones. Alexa.
She probably does.
Sophia.
Siri.
Have you seen Sophia, the robot?
No.
The one that got citizenship.
Oh yeah. On
citizenship.
Oh my. What you're talking about? Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm done for. What? They're giving that robot the one and this morning show.
Yeah, citizenship. Yeah.
To where?
I don't know. Some country gave it citizenship. But then they moan about Mexicans coming in the country, but robots can be citizens.
Yeah, to get it.
You know what?
I got a paying job as well, I bet you.
Like, what the heck?
I don't think we'll be able to afford it already.
What?
We won't be able to afford it.
What, a robot?
Yeah, we wouldn't.
These robots will be like, I'm not going to be owned by you
Now
guys.
leave us in huge debt, so now we have to give back for the rest of our natural born lives.
They can't be affordable.
Yeah, it's just stupid.
They can't be affordable. We won't be able to afford it anyways. Like, listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. Humanity will always win.
In the end,
In the end, yeah, they are doing mad stuff, but it will always win in the end.
Yeah, they can try. Yeah, well, that was a good story. Yeah.
You got any stories?
Yeah, you got any stories?
We're wrapping up.
No, it's about Orlando Brown. Oh my days, this girl. Hey.
Let's talk about Orlando Brown.
Yeah, go on then. Do you know about Orlando Brown?
Yeah, I do. When I was younger, I ain't gonna lie, I was very fond of him. Like, You know when you're
I
young.
used to love him on that
He's
segment.
the funniest one
he was
on
the
that
funniest guy. I
segment,
kind of
yeah.
wanted to be like him as well. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? I think everybody wanted to be like somebody. Like you know, you always want to be like
That
someone.
fun guy.
That
yeah,
fun
yeah.
guy. Eddie from like That's So Raven. Now he was that guy, and I liked him. I just liked what he stood for, and I kind of wanted to be like him when I was younger and stuff. It's a shame to see him get to where he's getting to now. Like,
He's in a better place now.
He's changed. This is the update story.
Yeah.
Serious?
During Corona, I don't know what happened to make him change, but you know how we were seeing his constant meltdowns and constantly coming for people.
He's funny though.
He was like, literally, the things he'd come out with, it was like, what happened to Orlando? Oh, my days.
Yeah, he's now joined the church, and he was on stage talking about how the church has helped him. He's quit drugs. He's started to really think for himself again. So I think
I didn't see all of that.
Oh yeah, well he's in church now.
Yeah.
Praise the Lord!
there you go.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. I don't want to be left out.
We was waiting for you.
That's what you said.
You don't know what's there. Like,
We gave you a chance.
We gave you a chance, man. Talk about 3 seconds later.
Some of us are slow, naturally, okay?
Oh, that is that.
Yeah, so,
It's a really good thing though. I'm glad he's in a better place.
Yeah,
like,
same.
I know
Me
we'll
too,
miss.
man,
I know we'll
honestly.
miss like the
Honestly,
meltdowns, like the funny,
funny,
the comments and
funny,
stuff.
they were
But
funny,
we
but
shouldn't want to
yeah.
see someone in a bad place.
Exactly.
We're getting too used to this. I blame Love and Hip Hop personally.
Yeah, seeing the destruction of people just having meltdowns.
Bad Girls Club.
I feel like the demasculation and the defeminization of the black man and the black woman.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't like them shows
Yes.
at all. I don't mess with them shows, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie, and I don't rate artists that I used to listen to back in the day go on those shows as well. You really look corny. You look like a sucker. Like you actually look like a sucker. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's just too reality showish. It's like too like what's the other one? The Hit Atlanta thing. It's like it's just too much Love Island type of.
You saw the recent one, you
drama.
really didn't like it because they were just like, period, and just
No,
beating up
man.
each other.
Oh, yeah.
It was just like, what is
Yeah,
going
I don't
on?
rate
Who
it
are these
anymore.
chicks?
You see that other celebrity get me out of it. Like, you see back in the day, like when these people used to come Big Brother and that, it was quite meaningful back then.
It was because it was a sociology experiment, Big Brother. Big Brother
So,
used to be good. But now
yeah.
they only have people that are already famous that have been in the newspapers before, but they're claiming that they're not celebrities.
Yeah.
We already know you slept with this footballer, we already know that you are best friends with this celebrity. Like, it's all basically just
They don't
the
want
same
real
business.
people.
They don't.
It's not the
Because
same.
if real
no more.
people went into that house, they'll start talking about real things. And
It's
you
because
know,
of that 1 year.
Remember when public figures were actually about like that?
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
Imagine they've got Farrakhan Khan into the Big Brother house.
Oh, that'll be sick though.
I think the reason why they start doing
That wouldn't even
it.
be a fun show, like.
There'll be no smoking, there'll be no swearing, there won't even be no sex.
It'd be serious,
Yeah,
like,
it
in
will
that
be, like,
place.
just be uptight and everything, like all straight and that, you know what I mean?
It's like, oh, he's coming.
But that's
100%.
something with us is that I think the reason Big Brother why they started doing that. Does anyone remember that 1 year of Big Brother where it was so boring? And I think that guy Cameron won, some Scottish guy, and everyone complained about how boring that year was. So I think we have to hold ourselves accountable by saying that we're watching these people and we're saying that this is boring. They're not fighting. They're not doing A, B, and C. They're not doing that.
Yeah,
Like,
we do want the fights as well.
We do. That's a bit. We've become so accustomed to what this is our
Watching
boxing
the
matches.
breakdown
Like, this is our
of people,
sport.
Yeah,
Like,
it's too sensitive. We're going for it's a sensitive era.
Yeah, well, I'm happy to see Orlando Brown is in it.
Me too,
Yes.
man.
Yeah.
Me too. God bless him.
Yeah, good. And oh yeah, I've got another news for people listening before we go off.
Yeah.
So you know the food truck guy David Leacon.
What's the update on him? Because the last time we spoke about him 2 weeks ago, he said that everybody raised a lot of money.
A lot of money.
That was over £80,000. Like what? Anyway, yeah. So today he's launching his Mostonsuya catering.
Hey.
Free soya chicken, free plantain, at the car park Albine Street of Moston Lane in Manchester. Sorry, guys. I love how your face is lit up. I had to like it in Manchester.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. Yeah, so free meals in Manchester. If anyone in Manchester.
Yeah, Biggie, what, bro? Listen, when you're ready to swing some around London and that, yeah, just let Daniel
drive
know,
that
please.
food truck round here.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that.
My
man.
house.
And it's not like we're not just any random black people that just want free stuff and that. No. We all support you, blood. Like we're not them fake Black Pound Day people and that. Like, I think that's ridiculous. You see them people, them fake Black Pound Days and that, yeah, that only support black people for that one day. Then the next day they go to the Asian man to go and buy themselves some 30-inch weave and that. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, go out there, yeah, and stuff, yeah. And grab some crow and grab some any sort of thing, you know what I'm trying to say?
We're not like that.
Like, I'm not just saying that. I'm talking about crow for like, you know, food to grow from the ground and stuff. You still go to them, you know what I'm trying to say? You want your yams, you want your natural herbs, you know what I'm saying? You still go there, you know what I mean? Like, it's not good. I mean, it's not good. You lot need to fix up because it's just cooning. To me, it's cooning. Absolutely cooning. But we're not like that, do you know what I'm trying to say?
point, and we are.
Yeah, like, I think it's cooning. Like, trust me, these girls ain't involved. This is my stuff. I think you lot are cooning. Like, straight, I think you lot are cooning. So we're not going to be like that, Mr. Truck Driver. We won't. We will actually support you guys. Like, we will support you.
Mr. Truck Driver.
Mr. Truck
Don't even know
Driver.
his name.
What's the guy's name again? What's the guy's name?
David.
David, listen. Mr. David, listen. I'm very, very happy. I'm very, very happy, and we will be supporting. True that we'll be supporting you. Yeah.
Yay! I'm so glad you said that.
Yeah.
So let's go to Manchester and get some chicken.
Woo!
100%.
He's driving.
No, he's driving now.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not gonna lie, I ain't got the dough to go all the way there.
Yeah.
But if you do free delivery though, or not delivery, if you do deliveries and stuff like that, postage and that man's got you in that, you get me? 100%.
We have to go up to thingy. Yeah, David Campson, sorry, not Deacon, but I have him, yeah, sorry.
I think we should have him on the show. You know what, David, how would it feel if you know, came on the show and stuff and, you know, had your little, you know, just give us your journey? I mean, we will be great to have you on the show.
Very great.
I'm joking, I'm not saying anything, I'm joking.
I mean, you will see this, you will see it, right?
Exactly, he will see it, yeah, and he'll support it, so he'll be happy.
Right.
And he's going to be on TV today, guys, so people look out for him. He's going to be promoting his food van, his food truck.
Sweet.
And he's going to be giving away free food from 2:30 to 4:30 in
Yay.
Manchester.
Sweet. Calm.
Yay.
So I just wanted to make a quick shout out as well. Shout out to Cam. It was her birthday yesterday. Yeah, big up you. I want to shout out to Red Cats as well. You know what I mean? His mixtape has just come out.
Woo!
Yeah, so yeah. I want to shout out to everyone, you know, that's all locked in inside as well.
Yeah.
I want to shout out to Andy. I also want to shout out to all the mandem doing their thing. I want to shout out to Roach, Spartan Season. I want to shout out to Emilio as well, my engineer. You know, he's doing a lot for man. You know, he's such a good guy.
Oh.
I want to also shout out to everybody else here, all the youngsters doing their thing. And yeah, man, I hope everybody has a good week ahead of them.
Yay, that's it from us. True that. We out. Bye, guys.
Peace.
Have a. Oh yeah, God bless you all and your families. Yeah, cool.
Take
Bye.
care.
What a beautiful